FaZe is literally on fire right now. And no, I'm not talking about some esports win, I'm talking about pure drama. It all started when FaZe Rain revealed that he left FaZe over an alleged pedophile star. Yeah, he straight up said there's someone inside FaZe that he's known for years, and that it's been messing him up for the past 2 years. And the craziest part? He promised to reveal it all on stream.
I swear to God, I put myself under the bus instead of them. I wasn't even pushed out. I left. There's a fucking pedophile involved too, bro. I don't give a fuck if I get sued. I could give a fuck less. I always stand up for what's right.
So at first, people thought this was just Rain being Rain, you know, stirring the pot like he always does. But then he doubled down. He made it clear that this wasn't just some vague accusation. According to Rain, this is a member that people still respect and that the truth would literally blow people's minds.
Not even covered about it. I was just so sad about it for so long. I was so I've been fucked up over that pedo shit for like 2 years, bro. But I haven't said nothing about it. I haven't said shit. I haven't said shit because somebody I grew up with, somebody I always loved. But I have fucking 3 fucking rules, bro. 3 rules, and I'll have your back. If you get bored and go blow somebody's head off, I'll have your back. Probably I won't agree with what you did. I mean, that's fucked up, but that's my dog. But bro, it's like the pedo shit, the grape shit, animal abuse. I don't got your back forever, bro. Yeah, I do, but I'm not really gonna do anything with that, Nick. Yeah, and I'm gonna go into detail tomorrow about that shit. I don't give a fuck. And watch how my phone gonna get blown up tonight. Watch how I'm gonna get blown up tonight. Please don't do it, bro. Please don't do it. I don't give a fuck.
And that's when things started to explode. Because Rain basically confirmed that the person he was talking about was FaZe Temperrr. Now if you've been around YouTube for a while, you know Temperrr isn't just some random, he's an OG. One of the guys who helped build FaZe into what it was. Rain's claim was that Temperrr was involved with 2 underage girls, specifically 16-year-olds. But just when you thought this couldn't get any messier, FaZe Banks decided to jump in. He posted a video on X, addressing the allegations that started flying after Rain's stream. And in that video, Banks basically confirmed that yes, Rain was talking about FaZe Temperrr. Now here's the wild part, Banks didn't exactly deny everything. Instead, he tried to clarify the situation, saying Rain's claims were exaggerated and painting Rain as being out of control. But fans weren't buying it.
Going off about how FaZe has slighted him, and he brings up that somebody's a pedophile and nobody gives a fuck and nobody wants to talk about it. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Call him. He's like, Banks, don't fucking play dumb. We talked about this before. I'm like, Norden, pause. You're saying that FaZe Temperrr is a pedophile, which that is who he's talking about in the clip. And there's a story and we're gonna get into it. I'm like, whoa, that's Tommy, that's our brother. This is who we started this FaZe shit with. I'm calling him. That was the first thing I said. I'm calling him and I'm calling Apex.
With a lot of comments under the video supporting Rain, stuff like, people judged Max for leaving FaZe but it was the best choice he made, and standing up against your longtime homie being a pedo speaks volumes, by the way. So now we've got Rain accusing Temperrr of one of the worst things you can imagine. Temperrr staying quiet, and Banks trying to play damage control, but instead kinda confirming Rain's story. And the FaZe community? Bro, they're tearing each other apart. Half the people are like, Rain's finally exposing the truth, and the other half are calling him a clout chaser who's trying to bury FaZe once and for all.
For the record, also, I don't necessarily have any reason to believe that Tommy is a predator, pedophile. If that were the case, I wouldn't be following him. He would not be my homie. I would have spoken about this to some degree or handled it to some degree to a point where I was satisfied with the result. But this was a thing between Norden and Tommy. And Tommy's response was, "You're bugging. You're tripping. This is not true." Tommy at this point is obviously going to have to make some sort of response and clarify, what this is.
FaZe Temperrr has finally responded to Rain's accusations, straight up denying everything. He says the allegations are false, and even went as far as claiming that he's being blackmailed and lied on.
The fact that I'm even having to respond to this, and that my name is in the same breath as the word pedophile, is so sick, twisted, and insane. This is disgusting. Anybody that knows me knows I'm not that type of person. I am the furthest thing from what you called me. And I will never be that person. And I believe that you brought it up just for money purposes, that you wanted money out of FaZe. Like you stated that a year ago in the conversation with me, Banks and Apex. You stated if you don't get paid that, you're going to air this out. That is blackmail.
But things didn't stop there. FaZe Banks actually hopped on a call with Rain to clear the air about the Temperrr situation, and that's when it got messy. According to Banks, Temperrr admitted to hooking up with a 17-year-old while another person was literally watching. But Rain wasn't having it. He fired back, saying Temperrr originally confessed to doing it with two 16-year-olds. So now the story's all over the place, Banks saying one thing, Rain doubling down with something even darker, and Temperrr still denying it all. At this point, bro, the FaZe house feels less like a gaming organ, more like a courtroom drama.
To show you my heart, I'm disgusted by your actions, by the person you've become. You haven't always been this way. You're a really nice kid. I don't know what happened, what got into you.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
This is the last time I'm going to speak of this. Going back with these girls, we're all shit-faced, and I end up going back with these girls to my hotel room. I slept with one of them, and I found out after that this girl was 17.
The only difference in this story, by the way, is what, okay, again, brother, he told me 2 16-year-olds, threesome. And then on the call, he said, if I said it to sound cool. Do you remember him saying that? There's no way. There's no way. That's such a crazy thing to say. What I'm saying, that's what he said. So insinuating, if he did say, I said it to sound cool, it's what he said. It's what he said. Whether he, for God knows why, he lied to me and said it was a threesome with a 16-year-old when it was a single with a 17 and one was watching. God knows why he lied and said it was a threesome. God knows why. Especially when I'm telling him how fucking demonic and evil that shit is and how I'll never have your back. That's what he said. He admitted it, bro. He did. And then he said, if this shit ever comes out, bro, I have a kid now, I have a wife, I'll kill myself. And you called me after, you're like, bro, you never talked like that. Please don't do it, bro. I don't want him to fucking kill himself.
I do remember that, by the way.
And now here's the twist. FaZe Rain says he's retracting his comments about Temperrr being a ped asterisk file. After everything he said, he's now walking it back, and fans are left more confused than ever. Some think he's being pressured, others think he went too far and is trying to cover himself. Either way, this has turned the FaZe drama into one of the messiest situations we've seen in years.
But I do want to say this. I want to first and foremost retract the statement that I called him a pedophile, because that wasn't fair to do. By the way, I wiped my fucking camera. I don't know what the fuck is still happening. I wiped my fucking camera. I don't know what's happening. But it's not fair to label somebody as a pedophile, especially when they supposedly did not know this girl's age. I've known Tommy for 15 years. It's not like he ever went around preying on young girls or telling me he likes young girls or any of these things. So that's why I was such a shock when he told me what he told me. He just never told me that he didn't know their ages. If he did, it'd be a whole different story. It'd be a whole different story if he didn't know their ages, right? And I never would have felt as deep about it as I did. And I never would have wanted him to step down in 2023 if he didn't know their ages. I thought he did know their ages. And then even when we talked about it after, he didn't say he didn't know their ages. And I don't know why. Sometimes, and also I've known him, and then also with Emma bringing it up, he just sometimes sells the fucking bag. He just sells the bag when it comes to delivering all the right information.
So yeah, even though Rain is now trying to walk back what he said, the fact that Temperrr admitted to being with a 17-year-old shows there was truth in it. The damage is done, FaZe's reputation is cracked, and fans are never going to look at this org the same way again. This isn't just drama anymore, it's the kind of mess that could define FaZe forever.